In our second video for labor markets, we'll be learning about marginal physical product of labor and marginal revenue product of labor. So what are they? Marginal physical product of labor can also be called marginal product, which we did in production theory. So it is also called marginal product. It is the additional, so also called marginal, it is the additional output added by an additional or last worker. If you wanted to calculate this, you would have to say insert symbol, where's the change symbol there? Change in total output divide by change in number of workers or number of labor. Mm-hmm. So let's say the total output has increased by 1,000 units and we've added 10 workers. So 1,000 divided by 10, 100. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and basically it's marginal product. Okay. So yes, change in total output divided by change in labor. So we get our marginal physical product of labor. Marginal revenue product of labor is marginal product times marginal revenue, or the income it has sold at, the price of the goods which the additional worker brings in. The importance of MRPL, right? It is significant as a firm. Why do we want to know this? Is because as a firm will only employ workers where MRPL equals MCL, which is your marginal cost of labor, and we will be learning that in our other video. And I've put down over here, as you can see, profit maximizing firms will produce at MRPL equal MCL, and MCL stands for marginal cost of labor. What I've done is I've put on a table over here to understand how it works. First of all, what do we understand by short-run period?
Short-run period is when it's a period of time where only one unit is fixed.
No, unit.
One factor of production is fixed.
No, one factor of production is variable, rest are fixed. And which one is variable and which one are...
It's usually labour that's variable and capital that's fixed.
Yes, so in short-run period, labour is variable and capital is fixed. And we normally experience diminishing marginal returns and increasing marginal returns.
Mm-hmm. Increasing and decreasing.
Right. However, I'm looking at perfect markets. Now, in perfect markets, what sort of a demand curve a firm has? It has a horizontal demand curve. What does that mean? At the given market price, it can sell as much output it can produce, isn't it? Mm-hmm. All right. So
price will never change.
That is why I've got over here £10 as a market price, because whatever output which is over here, total output the firm is producing, can be sold at that price. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we need to work out the marginal physical product of labor. So for the second worker, what do you think is the marginal physical product?
15.
Which is 25 less 10.
Yeah.
15. For 45?
20.
45 less 25 is 20.
25.
70 less 45 is 25, yes.
20.
20 less 20, yeah.
And then it's 15.
15.
Then it's 10. Then it's 5.
And then it's 5. So we can see over here, 15, 20, 25. It is increasing marginal returns. I can color that green. And from 25 onwards to 20, 15, 10 and 5, I can do it
red.
Yeah, but let's make it very
Softer red.
soft red so that we can see the numbers.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, what would be the total revenue for the first worker when there are
100.
10 units? 100, yes. Second worker,
250.
250,
450.
450,
700.
70 times 10, 700, yes.
900.
900,
1050.
1050,
1150.
1150,
1200.
1200. Now, to find out marginal revenue product of labor, this is the total revenue. So
Yeah.
for the second worker, what would be the marginal revenue product, MRPL?
150.
How did you get that?
It's basically
250.
marginal output times per selling price.
Yep. Which is
150.
So, yep, which is, you're right, marginal output, 15 times selling price, 150. 20 times 10,
200.
200.
250.
How much is that? 250, yes.
There's 200 again.
200 again.
There's 150 again.
150 again.
There's 100.
100.
There's 50.
50. And this can be seen as the difference between the total revenue as well. 250 less 100, 150. 450 less 250, 200.
Mm-hmm.
700 less 450, 250. So every additional worker change in the total revenue.
All correlates together.
Okay. Are we happy with this?
Yes.
Now we will look at in imperfect markets. First of all, I'll put this again. Marginal physical product of labor is the marginal product. Is the marginal product or the output added.
Output.
My typing, isn't it?
That's too fast.
The output added by an additional worker. We can also calculate that, as I said in the previous slide.
Total output divided by
Yep, change in total output divided by change in
labor.
if you're adding more than one worker, right? So to calculate MPPL or marginal product, yes. As I said previously, marginal revenue product of labor, MRPL, is marginal revenue times marginal product. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and the definition, apart from the formula, is the
difference in total revenue by adding an additional worker.
no, or it is the difference in total revenue, and I agree with where you're coming from. But the person who actually made the point said marginal revenue product of labor, because if you're talking about price discrimination, we can go down that road. But let's keep it simple. Marginal revenue product of labor is the marginal product added by additional worker times the selling price for the marginal revenue. And how do we calculate that? Marginal revenue times marginal product. Now, a profit maximizing firm, as I've stated earlier, will produce at MRPL equals MCL, which an MCL is marginal cost of labor, and we will learn about this in the next video. Yes. Now, MRPL in imperfect markets. Now, what is special about imperfect markets?
We've got a downward sloping demand curve.
You've got a downward sloping demand curve. That means if you want to sell more, you'll have to reduce the selling price. Absolutely, well done. So marginal revenue, how do we calculate marginal revenue? Change in total revenue divided by change in quantity times, how do we calculate marginal physical product or the marginal product?
Change in total output divided by change in
labor. Yeah. So this change in quantity and change in quantity over here, this is on the top and this is at the bottom. We can actually cancel them. So let me just
How did you group them?
right? Sorry.
No, sorry.
And it's change in total revenue over change in labor, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And that is why we can just talk about change in total revenue.
Okay.
And that is what you did in the previous slide in the perfect markets.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Let's calculate this again.
It's 15 is 20.
15, yes. What is it?
20.
Okay.
25.
25,
20.
20,
15.
15,
10.
10,
5.
5. What is the total revenue for the first worker?
100.
9 times 25.
This is where your maths comes in.
Okay, 225. Yep. 8 times 25 is 200 plus 25.
Oh,
yeah. 8 times 45. 8 times 40 is 320 plus 40, 360. 7 times 70 is 490. 6 times 90 is 540.
Doing a great job. Crack on.
5 times 105, 525. In India, we're not allowed to use calculators till the time we reach university.
Really?
Yes, that's how I grew up.
This is probably
and that's how I used to be back in Britain as well in the old days. Yeah, I'm not that old though. 4 times 150 is 460. Yeah, and 3 times 120 is 360.
Yeah, I got that one.
Okay, well done. Okay, so what's the difference between the marginal revenue product of labor? So one thing is you could do is you can do the marginal product times the selling price. So how much would that be? 15 times 9 will be 125.
Yeah.
Or, as we've said over here, is change in total revenue over change in labor. And we know over here that change in labor is one person, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
One worker. And then that's why this change in total revenue divided by 1 will give you that same number.
Yeah.
So 360 less 225, how much would that be?
135.
Well done. 490 less 360?
130.
540 less 490?
Oh god. 550.
Okay. 540 less 525 or 525 less 540?
That's minus.
Yes, minus 15.
15. It's minus
That's
100. No, 100. No,
No.
it's 65.
yes.
Minus 100.
And this is declining. Why? Because of the
Diminishing marginal returns.
diminishing marginal returns, which we can see over here, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we happy with this so far?
Yes.
And we forgot to write down short run period is where labor is variable and capital is fixed from marginal returns. Any questions so far?
It's about diminishing one.
Brilliant. If you've enjoyed my video, do subscribe to my channel, YouTube Tutor Economics, and do like the video by clicking the like button. Thank you.